Hi, welcome to the series of video lectures on microwave engineering. Today we will discuss the difference between transferred electron devices and avalanche transit time devices. So, the active two-terminal devices with negative resistance characteristics have drawn a lot of attention in the recent past because they can be used in oscillatory circuits, they can be used in amplifier circuits, they can be used in modulator circuits, demodulator circuits, and they can be used in switching circuits and other electronic circuits. So therefore, due to these reasons, the fabrication of two-terminal active negative resistance devices have drawn a lot of attention in the recent past. See, these transferred electron devices and avalanche transit time devices both consisting of negative resistance characteristics, but they use different mechanisms to establish negative resistance characteristics in the device. So today in this class, let us see some of the differences between these transferred electron devices, which are also called as TEDs, and avalanche transit time devices. So transferred electron devices, which is, I said in short, it is called as TEDs, transferred electron devices, and avalanche transit time devices. So now these are active two-terminal devices which exhibit negative resistance characteristics, as explained earlier. So these are also active two-terminal devices which exhibits negative resistance characteristics. Basically, these two devices exhibits negative resistance characteristics, but the mechanisms are different to establish negative resistance characteristics. Now, let us see. These are made from compound semiconductor materials, third group and fifth group elements, which have no junctions. How these are formed? These are formed by combining third group elements with fifth group elements, which are called as, that's why it is called compound semiconductor materials. So therefore, these transferred electron devices are fabricated from compound semiconductor materials. So generally, these avalanche transit time devices are made from either silicon or gallium arsenide, which consisting of junctions. Now, the examples of these devices are gallium arsenide diode, indium phosphide diode, cadmium telluride diode, etc. The examples of these diodes, these devices are impact diode, impact avalanche transit time diode, trapad diode, trapped plasma triggered avalanche transit time diode, barrier diode, barrier injected transit time diode. So these next, let us see the next differences. These devices use mechanism of transferring the electrons from high mobility lower valley to low mobility upper valley to get negative resistance characteristics in the device. So this is the mechanism which is employed to get negative resistance characteristics in the device. So what is this mechanism? So these devices use the transferring electrons from lower valley to upper valley. Because of electrons transferring from lower valley to upper valley, the device gets negative resistance characteristics. So this is the mechanism which is employed in this. So in this, let us see what is the mechanism employed. In these devices, negative resistance characteristics are obtained by providing the phase difference between voltage and current. So by establishing the phase difference between voltage and current, we can achieve the negative resistance characteristics in the device. See, this is the fundamental difference between these two devices. So what the mechanism here is, the transferring of electrons from lower valley to upper valley, lower valley to upper valley is used, whereas the mechanism is used to establish the phase difference between voltage and current. Now, these devices use transferred electron mechanism to establish negative resistance character, which I have explained. Transferred electron mechanism, that is transferring of electrons from lower valley to upper valley, that's why it is called as transferred electron mechanism to establish negative resistance characteristics. Let us see, these devices use both avalanche effect. So this avalanche effect is due to impact ionization and transit time effect. So these devices use two mechanisms. So what is this mechanism? So as the name itself indicates, avalanche effect. So this is due to impact ionization in the device, and transit time. So transit time effect to establish the phase difference between voltage and current. So in order to establish the phase difference between voltage and current, These devices use these two mechanisms, avalanche effect and transit time effect, to get phase difference between voltage and current. What happens if they establish phase difference between voltage and current? The device starts exhibiting negative resistance characteristics. So these devices are connected generally in forward bias. These devices are used in forward bias. Say these devices are connected in reverse bias, but these devices, impact, trap-out and Barrett diodes, are generally connected in reverse bias. So this is another difference in connection. Now let us see some of the other differences. So this is shown a simple example of gallium arsenide diode. I have taken one gallium arsenide diode to show. So as you know that here there are no junctions. See this strip here is not a junction. This is high field domain. So very important point, this high field domain. This high field domain is transferred from cathode to anode. So this is consisting of only one compound material, gallium arsenide diode, gallium arsenide structure. So where there are no junctions inside. So that's why these devices consisting of no junctions. Coming to say, take example of impact diode in this avalanche transit time device. You can see that P plus stands for heavily doped P plus region, lightly doped N region, N plus heavily doped drift region. Drift region is this. This is very important. Drift region is very important in this device. You can see that the device is connected in reverse bias. So you can also see that this device is consisting of one junction between P plus and N, and another junction between N and N plus, anode and cathode. Let us see some of the structural differences. See, so as explained in transferred electron devices, so this is valency band, this is the forbidden band, so this is the conduction band, where these values are very important. So Eg is equal to 1.43 electron volts for forbidden band, so no energy levels are allowed in this band. So the conduction band consisting of two valleys, as explained earlier. It consisting of L valley, lower valley, which have the electrons have very high mobility. So it consisting of upper valley, where the mobility of electrons is very low. So this energy is 0.36 electron volts between upper valley and the conduction band. Now, so you can see that, so it uses, when the electric field across gallium arsenide diode exceeds particular threshold value, the electrons transfers from lower valley to upper valley. So due to this mechanism, this device starts exhibiting negative resistance characteristics. So which is shown here. So therefore, if the up to particular threshold electric field, with the electric field, the current density starts increasing. After the threshold electric field, the current density in the device starts decreasing. Why this is happening? Because the electrons are transferred to the upper valleys, because they have low mobility. So therefore, when the electrons have low mobility, so what happens? The current density starts decreasing. So this region is shown as negative resistance region. So therefore, this mechanism is generally used in transferred electron devices. Coming to here, avalanche transit time devices. Say this is the voltage applied. So this is the dotted line is the DC value, where the RF voltage is superimposed on this value. So this is the input voltage applied, so over a DC. So this is the RF voltage over a DC voltage. Now you can see that a current pulse is established due to avalanche effect in the device. A current pulse is established at the junction. Which has 90 degrees, which has a delay of 90 degrees. So therefore, this current pulse takes certain transit time to reach to the cathode. So this phenomena takes another 90 degrees phase difference. Due to this, the current pulse takes total 180 degrees delay with respect to voltage. So that's why the difference between voltage and current is 180 degrees. So you can see that the phase difference of 180 degrees between voltage and current is established in the impact diode. So due to this region, this impact diode exhibits negative resistance characteristics. As I explained earlier, the negative resistance devices have lot of applications in electronic circuits. So therefore, these transferred electron devices and avalanche transit time devices finds a lot of applications in microwave circuits. So these devices exhibits negative resistance characteristics. So these devices also exhibit negative resistance characteristics, but their mechanism is different. So they use transferred electron mechanism to exhibit negative resistance characteristics, whereas these devices use both avalanche effect and transit time effect, both effects, to establish negative resistance characteristics in the device. So this is what you have to write in examination to give the differences between transferred electron devices and avalanche transit time devices. Thank you.